Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Now, this video is like an unboxing. It's like a review. It isn't. It's like it's a feature. So I'm gonna call it "What's It." Now, in this "What's It," we're gonna have a look at this die over here. This is the D20 that I got from Q Workshop. This die was made to commemorate a huge milestone for a company to be in business for 20 years. What they do is they actually make poly resin dies for gamers. Some they've got these different designs going on, which I think is very nice and intricately done. And on this particular die that I've got here, there are 19 designs on a D20 with one of the faces being the logo itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it is. So if you manage to get uh, if you haven't gotten this yet, I think your local FLGS should have one if they stock Q Workshop products. But they also have the Q workshop sets and 20th anniversary sets. So, if you like what you see here, I mean, head on over to Q workshop and get a set or get a couple. They're worth it. So, just very quickly before I start, Q workshop is not paying me for this. I just like the die, and I want to talk about it. It's a great idea, and a great idea should be celebrated and talked about. So let's get to it without much further ado. Let's do this. Now, the first die in the set is called the Japanese die, and this one is basically the Japanese one. The good bit about it being this way is it's kind of cool because they actually followed the Japanese one, and they've decorated it with some sakura flowers as well. If you look at the whole die set, very you can actually see that they actually have um, sakuras all over the place. Some designs have more sakura, some designs have less sakura, which is quite cool. I think that's a really cool idea. Okay, so that's number one on the dice face. Let's look at number two. Now, number two, this one is from their cat set. Having a look at the face over here, it's basically a number two with like little ears. I think it's kind of cute. It's got a little paw there as well. Now, if you look at the whole dice set, you can actually see the extent of what they've got on the faces of their dice. They've got a ball. I think this is a ball of like a yarn of wool, perhaps. They have like a lot of paws, which is very cute. So, if you're gonna get dice for cat lovers, there you won't be far amiss by choosing the dice set for the cat loving um, gamer from gamers love dice. That's how it works. Next up, on phase number three, we have the Elvish dice set. This one looks very busy. Of course, on this face, it is really small. But if you look at all of the other designs you see here, it's nice. It's very intricate. It's very Elvish. But yeah, I mean, most of the dice here, I'm choosing the black dice, but there are different colors in the range to choose from. But as you can see, the design is very nice. Busy, but the numbers are prominent enough, for you not to be confused over what you're going to be looking at. Next up is the dwarven set. Now, the dwarven set, uh, I've chosen this color, but if you look at the dice face here, um, it's also bricky. But the thing about this um, face, I mean, on this dice it doesn't really show it, but if you look at the dice set, you can see the dwarf runes. You can see they've got like a dwarf hammer there, in the design, incorporated in the design, which is I think is really smart. Really nice thing to do. I mean, if you're a dwarf player, you want some dwarf, you know, uh, runic hammers and numbers to help you along on your way. So yeah, very nice design. So this is face number four. This is the dwarf design. Now it won't. If you have cats, you're gonna have dogs, and this is the dice. This is the face set for number five, and this is the dice. This is a dog dice set Then very quickly, if you look at the whole set itself, you can see they have got paws, which is kind of cool. Well, this one is a ball. I think this is a ball that you go and fetch, Fido, fetch. But you can see, as you can see, on some of the designs, they put a little stick there, for you to go retrieve. But on the D6, as you can see over there, there's a dog as well. It's just great. I mean, it's good design. Very, very pretty. So if you're a fur dad who has a dog in the house, and you know you want dice that reflects yourself and your fur kid, or you want to give it to somebody who's got a fur kid, dog fur kid. Yeah, go for it. This is a great gift. Next up, on face number 6, they call this one the bloodsucker, the bloodsucker design. And if you look at it, now, it looks very thorny. So I want to say it's a vampirical. I mean, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it's vampirical. It feels a little bit, if you were to play the old Vampire the Masquerade, very very Ventru like, with the runes thing happening. But they call this the Bloodsucker dice set, so it could not just necessarily mean vampires. It could mean something else, but I'm gonna go with vampire this one. The designs look very very nice. There's really sharp points on it. Yeah, it's got this. It does have this nice Vampire the Masquerade thingy, but that's just me projecting what I want it to be. Moving along, the next number is number 7, and this is the Halloween die set. Now in this one, it's a bit busy, so you can't. I mean, don't look, if you're not concentrating, you might not even find it because it's busy. But if you look at the whole set, you got jack o' lanterns on the set. You got bats as the design as well. Yeah, very very nice, very very cool. You got bone. Is that bone? What's number one? The ones look like bones, which which is quite cool. Yeah, themed for Halloween. So if you're attending a Halloween party and you want to get something for the host, head on over to Q Workshop. I can say QR Q Workshop and get the Halloween die set for the Halloween gift to the host. Yeah, sure. Great gift idea. Moving along, we have the Celtic dice set. Now, when I had a look at the Celtic dice number 8, it had it looked like um, it looked runic slightly. But looking at the whole set, you can see it's actually this banded. It's like I know it's the design where you got this twisted bending thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it's that design, is that locks, like the knots and stuff like that, right? So they've incorporated that into the design as well, which I think is kind of cool. Not kind of, it is cool. It separates itself from the next dice set, which they have, and this is the runic dice set, and this is more has the more rune feel. You've got the runes circulating the number. The numbers are very very clear. Um, the If you look at the whole set, it's got this very solid vibe about it. I think it's because of the runes circulating the number. Gives it a very very solid vibe, solid look. Yeah, and this is from the runic set. Next up, and this is face number 10. Let's have a look at number 10 over here. This is a very simple design, very easy to spot the number. It's just right there. And they're calling this one the steampunk clockwork dice set, and according to the theme, it is. So you can see all this little like steampunk stuff. You got this little like wheels and stuff like that. What they call them? Yeah, screw bits. Gears. Yeah, they got them gears. They got all this gear design, which is very very cool. And for your, I mean, if you need some gear magic for your steampunk games, this design might work for you. So yeah, moving on, we have number 11, and number 11 is pretty much the dragon design set. I mean, call it if you call any set the dragon design, you'd probably find people who want it. But on this face, it's number 11, and it's the dragon and its tail circulating the number. If you look at the rest of the set, it more or less follows this theme. There's a dragon on it, and it always encircles the number with its body and tail. Very nice looking. But on the D20, it's really, I mean, the number is really small. Simply because they're trying to put the dragon in there as well. Okay, so moving along, we got the next number, and this face is face number 12, and this is the Viking design. Uh, Looking at this, they've actually chosen to go with um it's not actually, is it ruins, no, not runes, it's more like the aesthetic, the Viking aesthetic. uh I don't do design very much, so I don't know what it's called, but it looks, I want to say it looks Viking like, but only because somebody's prompted me that it's a Viking design. Yeah, so I'm not really too sure. Perhaps, if you can help me out and explain this much better in the comment section, I would really appreciate it. But regardless, it looks really, really nice. If it's just a generic design, but they're calling this the Viking dice set. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be influenced by that, I guess. Next up, we've got this design, and this one is number 13. Now, if I were to I just look at just this design alone, I would not know what is going on, because the decor around the number looks really small, and I can't really tell. But if you would look at the dice set, you can see things like words like speed limit, and you got a wrench in there as well, tire. So this is like it's for the gearheads, or the guys who are into like racing. So if you're got folks who are doing games like Gasland, and they want some interesting looking dice that reflect the game, maybe this design is good for them. Or if it's for you, then yeah, check this out. If you do like games like Gasland or other racing games, or gear type games. Moving along, we are in the holiday vibe, and the first holiday one that we're gonna get in terms of design on this particular dice is the St. Patrick's Day die. And this one comes with the clover, which is very, very typical. But if you look very quickly at the set, you'll see all these good luck charms, and rolling dice. Gosh, you need the good luck. And you've got like the horseshoe, and you've got the leprechaun pipe, and you got the hat, which is very festive. You got the pot of gold uh, as one of the designs. Again, if you're gonna get something for somebody for St. Patrick's Day, and the guy's a gamer, yeah, a dice set from um, uh, Q Workshop. My God, I lost it there. It's not a bad idea. Honestly, it's not bad. It looks nice, very, very festive. And for me, if you're gonna get a gift for a gamer, you can't go very far wrong by just getting a dice set. Next up, we've got the other festive holiday, which screams a dice set, and this is the Christmas die. This is for number um, 15, and this is the 2022 dice set. If you look closely, you'll see it's very reindeer inspired, and you got the reindeer antlers on it, and you got some reindeers on it as well. It's got like speckles, and it's very snowy, very festively. It's got its little stars as well. Great for a Christmas gift for a gamer if you're looking for a gift. I mean, a lot of the Q Workshop products look like great, holiday gifts. And I appreciate that a lot, because sometimes when you want to go to a gamer's you know party, and you want to bring something, why not bring some dice? Gamers need dice, always, you know. And a gamer will never say no to new dice. Moving along, we've got the next set, and they're calling this one the wizard set. And if you can look, you got all this Orby vibe thing happening. these wizard circles with nice designs. Um, and if you look properly at the face that we got on this one, and this one is basically the 16, you can tell um, it's um, it's also very very busy, very very busy. And because of the circles that surrounds it, you be it'd be difficult for a smaller dice face, but for a bigger dice face like a D6, it would look rather fantastic. Um, but yeah, we're working with dice faces and the amount of design they can put on it. But 16 goes to the wizard circle. Or they call it the wizard dice set, but it's mostly circles in the set if you ask me. But very nice. It's even the numbers are nicely designed. Number 17. Um, this is they call it the Dragon Slayer die set, and you get designs which look like scales. I'm gonna call it scales. It's just scales all over the place. In the different die in the dice set, the scales you know, look different, but it's basically the same from the same dragon. So there's a unified theme, unified design. This is very very nice. Again, if anybody's playing fantasy, giving somebody a dice set with a dragon theme is almost the easiest gift you can give a gamer, especially a gamer playing fantasy. Next up, this one was interesting because when I looked at it first time, this one's called the Australian wildlife dice set. And looking at it first off, I was a bit confused as to what it is. This is number 18, but when you look at the dice set, you get an idea. Okay, so you got all the animals uh, from the Australian wildlife, and you've got like your platypi. Is that right? Is that right? Platypi, platypus. And you got a kangaroo, and cactus and koalas and stuff like that. So in that sense, it's they uh they have the animals on the set. So in this one, it doesn't really show what it is, but I can understand it because the animals seem to be on one side of the die, and putting it on this one would confuse the guy who got the commemorative D20. So yeah, this is number 18, and number 18 is the Australian wildlife die set, which leaves us number 19. And number 19, they call it the steampunk die set. And looking at this one, uh, still gears. It goes with the gears theme, like the steampunk one before, but they've gone around. They've gone with another route, still using gears, but playing around the design a little bit more. If you were to look at the design phase on this one, it is the most busy. You'd probably own the D20 and not roll it, if you're playing with this set, simply because it's just really, really busy, man. You can't, for me at least, 19 looks really, really busy. But if you look at the whole dice set, everything sort of breathes, which works, which works. So, maybe, 19 wasn't such a great idea to put on the dice, but yeah. But as you can see, there's unified design, which is really, really great. And then finally on phase 20, you got the company logo, and it's great for them to celebrate commemorative dice and put their logo on it. I mean, that makes sense. It just makes sense, so you know what it is and where it's from. So that's pretty much it. This is the 20th anniversary commemorative die D20 from Q Workshop. So congratulations to Q Workshop. Hopefully another few years. In fact, you never know. In another 5 years, we get the 25th anniversary die set. Here's hoping, and here's to many more years with you guys. We stock Q Workshop, but again, Q Workshop has paid me no money or nothing. No, doesn't sponsor this video in any way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe.